Think dudes slide in Savannah James's DMs?
I think if somebody does, it's some like random regular person.
You see what I'm saying? Throwing a Hail Mary.
Yeah. It's like one of us, trying to slide in her DM. First.
Yo, welcome back, man. Another great episode of the
Just Looking Out podcast.
Yes, sir. Sean T.
Saint D.
Lookout crew. We in the building, man. We gonna start this off today we're gonna start off talking about basketball, but not on the court. We're talking about off the court. We're talking about basketball wives.
Yes.
Yes, man.
Yes.
Damn, Ayesha Curry, man.
Yeah.
Ayesha Curry for some time now, like through the course of the last couple years, is she just been saying like little things here and there on podcasts regarding her marriage with Steph.
Yeah.
In which, of course, the public is gonna dissect for what they hear. Maybe it's not what she means, but we gonna go for what we hear or what it sounds like she's trying to say.
Yeah.
For her latest remarks, bro, you think Ayesha Curry is crying for help?
Yeah, it's crazy because for her to get on a podcast and say that, knowing that it's going to be put on the internet, knowing your family going to hear it, is maybe, like you said, she didn't mean it like that, but it came out like that, and I think the majority of us still feel the same way, that she out there just dogging Steph out there, just like
Jaden Will all over
again. Yeah. That's a prime example right there too. That's a good example. Like even Jada, she wanted a whole different lifestyle. She didn't want to be with Will. She wanted to be with Pop, and she throw that up every chance she get. And Ayesha's doing the same thing. Like, you just, every chance you get. All right, we all know you didn't want to be married.
You didn't want kids.
You thought Steph was going to be a high school, elementary basketball coach.
Limelight. What, a few years ago, she said, "Don't nobody slide in her DMs."
Facts. That's crazy. You worried about you a married woman worried about other grown men sliding in your DMs. That's wild.
She's probably just trying to feel like, I guess it's still nice to feel wanted in some sorts of way. It's probably like when she said that, what I took from that was basically her saying that, not necessarily that she wants to step out on him or entertain other dudes.
Yeah.
But I felt like she kind of was feeling like she's not being pursued at all by outside presences, and she's so much in the public eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably, because Ayesha Curry, she's a beautiful lady.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
Just off subject, just one thing I don't like about Ayesha and Steph is they look like brother and sister.
That's true. They do look like they could be related,
bro. I do not like that, bro. I was like, every time I see them, I just see incest.
Yeah, I can see that. They do look,
and that's why their kids look just like them, bro, because they look just like each other, yo.
That's crazy.
But yeah, man, with Ayesha Curry, I feel like just the things that she said maybe a little bit uninterpreted, taken the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, man. I feel like maybe she probably don't discuss things that Steph don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when you say it to the public, we like to think we getting some exclusive.
Yeah.
Let's say we like to think that we know and we getting on something that they don't even know that's going on in their lives, but we know it.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, her remarks about not really wanting this type of fame, really wanting her own type of fame, like, kind of, what did you take from that? Do you think she's kind of a little jealous?
I think a little bit jealous. Because let's be honest, we all want to be famous in some type of way.
Some sort of way.
What I'm saying? Some sort of way. We all want that.
Nah. I want to be rich.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be famous.
And I agree, but at some point in time, we all wanted to be like famous. Either you want to be a rapper or a basketball player or something.
To be like Mike.
So I mean, but that didn't happen. So you gotta just let your man shine. I mean, if it was the other way around, he would have to let his woman shine. He
That's a
can't.
fact.
I
Look
mean,
at Stedman.
yeah. I mean, I don't see dudes out here crying about, man, I wish, man, I was more popular than my girl and I didn't want a family. But you don't hear no guys out here saying that. And it's just embarrassing though. But
I don't think as a guy, I don't think you want your girl way more popular than you. Not in today's social media age, bro. I don't really think you even want that. Like, if people really aren't in her DMs, guys on her, like, that's really like a blessing. Probably for Steph, that's one thing less off his mind. He traveling,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So, like, I'm pretty sure he probably prefer it that way.
yeah, but I mean, nobody like checking for Ayesha like that. I mean, she's very pretty. I'm sure there's some people, but I mean, everybody already knows that's who your husband is. Y'all are in a family. Y'all are not divorced or anything like that. So it wouldn't be right for a guy to go slide in your DMs anyway.
That's a fact. I was about to ask you, you think it's out of respect for Curry, for Steph?
Yeah, I would think so. I would think that, especially, that being your wife and the mother of your kids and stuff, and y'all are still like, at least in the media together.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the so, Will and Jada thing different because, I'm sure they slide in Jada's DMs and stuff because they know. But yeah, I wouldn't even do that myself. Steph and, Ayesha, I wouldn't do that just because I know that they're together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but because they're together, right? But like a lot of people are together. But do you think it's just strictly because it's Steph Curry and it's like a lot of dudes are, you know, maybe a little intimidated by him a little bit, like not statue. Well, he is 6'3", but like kind of just like not like scary wise, but because of his aura, I guess you could say like, hey, he's the man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's Steph Curry. Like you think dudes slide in Savannah James's DMs?
I think if somebody does, it's some like random regular person.
You see what I'm saying? Throwing a Hail Mary.
Yeah. It's like one of us, trying to slide in her DM. First of all, they probably ain't gonna get read, and there's no way that she would even mess with us. Let's just say a woman of that stature, she's gonna mess with somebody that's above who she's married to.
That's a fact.
So yes, if
there's not many above.
Yeah, there's not many above unless you're messing with the owner of the Lakers. Then then I understand. But just a regular dude like us, yeah, we shooting shots from the moon. We're not landing anything.
Not landing anything.
Not landing anything.
Not landing anything. Okay, so it definitely is just out of respect.
Yeah, out of
who
respect.
they are.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's true because I mean you hear a lot about a lot of NBA dudes, trying other NBA dudes, girls and wives and stuff like that. Yeah, but I could imagine like probably Curry, LeBron. They ain't worried about. I mean Delonte West did come from Bron's moms, but that was early in his career.
Yeah. But that was Bron's mama though. Mama
gotta have a life too.
Yes, she was single at that time, so I mean I understand that's different.
Delonte West ain't been right ever since.
Yeah, he has not done.
That boy, he ain't been right ever since, bro.
Yeah, that is right. That's true. He fell off after that, and it was a bad fall off.
It was a bad fall off.
It was a bad fall off. So certain people you might want to leave alone then.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Certain people might want to leave alone.
That's a fact. Really fast, since we're just on the subject kind of LeBron, and if you didn't hear about this, I'll just cover it. Did you hear what Stephen A. Smith said about LeBron? Basically not liking LeBron. Basically, pretty much he went on Melo's podcast and he just flat out said that he doesn't like LeBron.
Okay.
He said LeBron has done things behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know about. But he's done very calculated things to get back at people, but still pretty much keep his name out of it. One point he brought up, do you remember when LeBron confronted him at the Lakers game?
I do remember that.
Told him to stop talking about his son or something like that. So Stephen A. Smith said on the podcast, he said, if you notice, he said there's no other camera angles of that whole situation going on, even though I'm in the front row. There's no other camera angles going on except for the one that has him looking directly at me. Basically, the camera angle was from the back of Stephen A. Smith's head, and it had LeBron, hold LeBron's whole facial expression. Stephen A. Smith basically saying, calculate it. He's saying he basically saying LeBron knew he was going to do that. He was like, I was there for 3 quarters. He didn't say nothing to me until the right time. He knew he was going to do that, and he had it set up, the camera angle to set up to make sure they caught him and then catch anything Stephen A. Smith said or anything like that. So he just flat out said he don't like LeBron,
bro. Okay.
He flat out said that, and it really why I brought this up because it just got me thinking, just behind the scenes, man. How we've talked about LeBron on the show before,
yeah,
and we always painted LeBron in a good light, but you know what I'm saying. Stephen A. Smith's basically saying like, nah, bro, like there's more to it than you know.
Yeah,
but you protecting $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? You protecting $1 billion, man. The people who sat down and I don't want to say created LeBron, but the people who, like, I guess his PR team and whoever else is behind LeBron and set him on the path to have such a squeaky clean image, they've done a phenomenal job.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. They put him in this picture where, he just, you ain't heard about nothing happening, and just like the family's been good. You ain't heard about no incidents with them. So yeah, they basically groomed LeBron to be like up there to where like the Jordan status and all them. So
that's a fact.
But they know that's money right there.
That's a fact.
They
even caught Jordan slipping, with the gambling, somewhere along the way. He had the same thing, squeaky clean image, man. Yeah. And then somewhere along the way, gambling. And that was like 8 seasons into his career. LeBron's year 20 something, nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
No scandals, nothing, man.
That's true. You're right. I mean, Jordan doing some gambling though. I mean, is that really bad when you have got that type of money though? Like,
nah, man, not at all. I think with Jordan, it was more of a case of like, once again, they were looking for something, So it's like, oh, he's a gambler, you know what I'm saying? They went as far as to blame his pops. His pops passed or whatever, you know. They went as far as to blame that on gambling. They was like, that's a gambling debt.
That's crazy.
I've heard the reason why he retired was because of like, bro, anything they could do to tie that one thing to Jordan, the gambling, they are always going to tie that to him, bro. So shout out to LeBron, to me, for staying clean. And, if you retired tomorrow, they'd have nothing on you, man. They even got Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? They get all the greats, man. They got Kobe, they got Iverson, they got them all, but they have not gotten LeBron, bro.
That's facts. That is facts.
So shout out to LeBron. But now, squeaky clean basketball players, let's talk about the dirty ones.
Yes. Yes.
Let's talk about the scandals, man, regarding the betting, man. First, how do you feel about betting in sports, basketball, however you want to frame it?
All right. I think there's nothing wrong with just gambling anyways, just like, placing bets on like, I think more of it should be more of a win or lose thing.
Mm-hmm.
All this spread stuff and all that, I would really rather bet on the teams that are going to win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could do maybe the point spread, like, all right, they may win by 7 points, but I want to bet and be like, all right, I want the Falcons to win this game right here, and I'm going to put this money on it.
Bro, that's a fact, bro. I ain't nothing worse than betting for somebody to get 24 points, they get 23.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm like, it's crazy, but no, I do like the idea of betting, even just like, the digital betting now with all the DraftKings and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So I think that's cool, but yeah, when it comes to other betting, people taking themselves out the game betting, yeah. So what you feel about gambling?
So, I mean, I think it's dope. Like I said, I'm with you. If I could, I would just bet on teams.
Yeah.
But like I said, most people they want you to guess rebounds and so on and so forth.
Yes.
And
Yes.
man, when you miss them parlays, that felt personal, bro. Well, you missed them parlays, bro.
Yes.
I don't care if you only put $20 on it. If you was about to win 130, bro,
Mm-hmm.
I hate waking up the next morning to see one person missed one rebound or
Mm.
1 point or something
Mm.
like that. So man, that'd be heartbreaking, bro. I
Well,
lost $20, bro, but I thought went to sleep knowing I was gonna win that 150, bro, for
yeah.
real. Bro. I was like, man, I know he gonna get 24. I know he get 10
Yeah.
rebounds. He do it every night.
Yes.
You wake up the next morning, 9 rebounds, bro. What? So I'm
Man.
all for gambling, betting on sports, but I think there's no way they can control the players. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Terry Rozier,
Mm.
he got caught because somebody snitched, right?
Yeah.
But overall, how he did it was actually pretty smooth, man. He had a whole bunch of people take the under on him on the game, and then he got close, and then he faked the injury or something like that, and out of the hey, he's out of the game.
Hey, see what I don't like is we don't. You should let us all know. You know what I'm saying? Let's start a little board or something to
That's
where
a fact, bro.
because I want to know when you're gonna leave out the game. You know,
I need a basketball. I need an NBA friend, man.
Thank
Like
you.
I
You
keep it.
know,
I will keep it on the low, bro. Just tell me to take the over under,
thank you.
whatever, bro. Like nah, bro. I mean, but that's all part of betting and gambling. There will always be cheaters. There will
Yes.
always be looking. There will always be somebody looking to take a shortcut to get ahead. That's part of the game of gambling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In Vegas, they break your fingers for it,
Yeah.
allegedly, from what I've seen
Yeah.
on movies.
Yeah.
But it's just how it is, and I don't really feel like there's no way you can actually stop that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, not unless they make a player prove that they injure you, the leg soreness.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro, go and get on this machine. Let's just see how how
Like-
sore them legs are, bro.
Like, nah, you good. Get back in there, man. So no, I feel what you're saying though. So yeah, technically, yeah. So when it comes to that, if a player does like, because we didn't see it through sports and especially like football.
Mm-hmm.
One team just got fined recently. They're the first team in history to get fined for faking injuries on the field.
Okay, that's wild.
Yeah, it's the first college team. I have to remember the name of it, but they were the first team to get penalized to where they were faking injuries and stuff. So they were having guys run out there that was way far on the depth chart and stuff like that, and they'll do one play and all of a sudden he twists his little leg or something, and now he's laying on the field and they trying to save clock for a little bit and come up with strategies and stuff. They were like, nah. So,
bro, it's part of the game, though, bro.
Yeah,
it's part of the game.
And you can't stop it though. That's the crazy thing.
Like you said, you can't. They can't stop it. Only thing I figured, maybe this is just set an example. You know what I'm saying? To show that you might not get caught, but you could one day. You know what I'm saying? Because Terry Rozier, he didn't even do it on the team he was on, if I'm not mistaken. Like if I'm not mistaken, this is from another season that all this is going
Yeah,
down.
it was.
So it's not even he's not even currently on the team that this is happening on. He probably done spent that money, or I hope not, but he probably done, forgot about that situation, planning his next lick. Got caught.
Yeah.
And then Chauncey Billups.
Yeah.
He got caught two separate situations, but they arrested them on the same day and released the news on the same day, but it literally has nothing to do with each other. Except for one thing. No, it has one thing to do with each other. And there was another person, and I cannot remember his name right now, but when I first heard it, I heard that he was tied to both. So it was another former basketball player. But Chauncey Billups got caught gambling poker games, doing illegal poker games, and X-ray tables and the
Oh yeah,
mafia.
yeah. I heard about that. I heard
You
about
know,
that.
the mafia, like, bro, people didn't even know the mafia was that out here like that, but they are.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, for
they,
real,
they
for
are, and
real.
they got your favorite basketball player in a chokehold at a gambling table.
That is crazy.
Yeah, man. So how did you feel about them announcing both of them on the same? They got arrested. It seemed like at the same time. They announced at the same time on
Yeah,
ESPN and everything. How did you feel about that? Because it made it seem like they was together, but they wasn't. Two separate things.
yeah. But hey, as like you said when it came to Stephen A. Smith, it was calculated though.
Calculated,
That
yes.
was very calculated. They knew that they once they got one, they started digging deeper. They're gonna find another one, and
Mm-hmm.
then so they were like, "Oh shoot, we got all three, four of these people. They all connected in some way, form because they all work for the NBA or
Yep.
NFL or whatever." So they just like, all right, well, yeah, we're gonna just let's try to get them all at the same time.
They made it seem like they caught like something huge. I mean, they
Yeah,
did,
I
but it was
mean,
two separate
yeah,
big things. Pause.
yeah. Just to bring more focus to it, though, bringing up that him getting caught in the poker and then throwing the mafia in there and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Keywords. Once you start saying those keywords, people are like, "Oh, what?" And now they gotta do something.
Bro, you notice they ain't mentioned nobody from the mafia
They
though.
did not.
They Ted Rozier, Chauncey Billups, the mafia.
Yes, that's exactly what
and
they said.
and there's a third person, bro, and they say he's linked to both, which led me to believe when I heard it that he's the one that snitched because there's two separate situations, and there's a third person that's a former NBA player. I'm gonna find him, and they said he was linked to both. So he was definitely the one, probably to me, that was like, man, I know some things. I
Yeah.
know some things going on behind the scenes because they had Gilbert Arenas too, and
Yeah.
but apparently I guess he's good. And but the internet was instant, like it was Gilbert Arenas that snitched. It was Gilbert
Mm-hmm.
Arenas, but why?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but no, man, that's crazy. But yeah, with gambling and just betting on sports in general, there's always going to be cheating. There's always going to be people who are looking for a way to get ahead. Anything where there's money involved,
Yeah.
there's always going to be people who wait looking for ways to get ahead, and that might be classified as cheating. You know what I'm saying? I heard that there was another incident where somebody was letting people know that Lakers players weren't going to be playing. They were giving like somebody the heads up, mainly, and LeBron wasn't involved in this, but mainly the reports were coming out when LeBron wasn't playing that somebody behind the scenes in the Lakers was giving one of their friends the inside tip, like, oh, you know, LeBron kind of hurt today, or LeBron not playing today, and stuff like that. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
as you know, it's all about who you know.
It is true. That is
It's all
true.
about who you know, man.
That is crazy though. Just to get caught up on something like that because this has been going on for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're just now getting put more into the news because they like, all right, we can. They got so much stuff on them that we can just throw everything at the wall and see if it sticks. But man, sports betting and probably people faking injuries and basketball, football, real soccer. I mean, sometimes they even catch it on camera where they just go down. Oh, it's like, hold on, ain't nobody even hit you, bro.
Bruh, hurt, man. Load management.
Yes, it's like, come on. So like, all right, so this has been going on for a long time, but it's crazy that you're right. It's about who you know because I mean, even though they were saying only put like 200,000-300,000 on it, I mean that makes a difference.
Bruh, huge
That
difference.
makes a difference.
Huge difference, bruh. So, I mean, let this just be an example. It seems like this is just how it is. Let Terry Rozier be an example. I don't want to say Chauncey Billups because he don't have nothing to do with basketball or betting, but let Terry Rozier be an example. Man, they came for Terry Rozier last year, and he got off somehow. They circled the block on him. They was not gonna let him go.
Yeah, yeah.
And then who else? I think it was Michael Porter Jr., his brother. He was on Toronto.
Yeah.
Got caught up betting. He out of the NBA. He wasn't that nice to begin with. So it was nothing for them to just toss him out.
That's true.
So it's just
That's
stuff
true.
like that. So I mean, it's just a risk. It's a risk you take, bro. It might work out. It might not.
Crazy. That is crazy. So at the end, what do you think's going to happen to them? Like, you think they're gonna get some real time, or are they gonna get like a little 5, 6 years, pay some fines, or they got money?
I would say Chauncey Billups is probably over with coaching.
Okay.
They'll get rid of a coach for
Easily.
less.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like Trailblazers is a winning squad like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for Chauncey Billups, it probably is over just based off of the scandal, man. Even if it comes out he's innocent or whatever, which
Yeah.
hey, I don't know, but most likely that's done.
Okay.
For Terry Rozier, I don't want to say it's over because I mean he's talented. But I mean he also kind of was definitely on the down end of his career.
Yeah.
So probably just depending how deep this goes, pause. He might I could see him maybe walking away with maybe like a two season suspension. If but at the same time I don't know because like I said, Michael Porter Jr., his brother got caught, he was out of the league, but I think it also depends on the talent level. So and I think Terry Rozier is talented enough that maybe like a 2 year suspension depending on just what it. Nah. I'm sorry. I had to stop and rethink the situation. Like it literally just like I said to myself in my own head, I was like, nah, this man faked the injury, bro, and told them to bet the under.
Yes.
It's over.
Okay. I thought you were tripping for a second. It really have a career.
It really just hit me, bro. Like an image of him limping off the court came in my head.
Wait a minute. From a whole nother team.
Yes, I was like, nah, wait a minute. Nah, it's over. It's over. You can't trust them.
Thank you.
You can't trust them.
You cannot. You cannot. Any player that is doing that, you do not need to play anymore.
Yeah, bro, you can't trust them because now if he really do get injured, bro, you gonna be looking at him.
Yeah, you really gonna be. Hey, let's get the CT scans down on the court,
bro. How they coming out of the leg?
Yeah, bro. Facts, bro.
Yeah. So
facts.
Yeah, Terry Rozier, man, it's over, bro. So let Terry Rozier be an example to everybody else who might be out here thinking about telling their friends to take the under.
Yeah.
Or at least stay in the game and miss some shots, bro. Like don't.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Like at least do something that they can't prove, bro. You know what I'm saying? They lay up a little low underneath the rim. You know what I'm saying? Shoot the shot, but maybe get a little extra twist, something, bro. Yeah. Don't take yourself out of the game. They can't prove you missed the shot on purpose.
That's true. That's true. People miss shots. I mean,
bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? At least play bad enough to get yourself taken out of the game, bro.
They would take you out if you start missing too many shots.
Right? Go for a steal, miss it. Now they got a fast break on the other end. I'm really putting y'all on the game, bro. This is how I would do it. This is how I would do it. You wouldn't know I was doing it, bro. Like you just think I was playing bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? And afterwards, I probably tell the coach I got a little cold. I ain't want to tell nobody, bro. But I got, my stomach feeling a little weird.
Hey, I have heard about a story like that too, where they said a college basketball team did that one time. They said they were playing a team, and it don't make any sense. They were playing just a regular little city team, whatever, little, that they knew that they were going to blow them out by at least 30, 40 points.
Word.
So everybody was already, but people started taking bets that they were going to only lose by like 10, 12 points and stuff like that. So when they took the bet, so everybody betted that, they're gonna blow them out and stuff like that. So at the end, the guys started like not really playing defense. They started like somebody come up and steal the ball and it just go way out their hands, and now it's a free layup down the other side. So yeah, I see what you're saying. I understand that. Yeah, when you start getting players like that, yeah, they gotta go.
Yes, bro. Just play it out, bro.
Yeah.
Because now if somebody pinpoints the game this happened to you, you can't fight it because oh, you really did sit out the game. You know what I'm saying? You really did say, oh, something, my quad is tight or whatever happened to him.
Yeah.
Like, so it's easy for them to pinpoint, like, okay, this is when it happened, brother. Just like they said, this is when it happened.
Yeah.
You know, but if I'm missing some shots, prove it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Prove
that's true.
I did it on purpose.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Take the under. Take the under, bro. If they put me on 22 points, I'm going for 20. Facts. They messed up, bro. You get that fast break, though. You like, you got 20. You get that fast break. You're like, what I'm about to do, bro? Fumble it off the legs.
You got, yeah, you got to,
bro. But don't sit out. Don't take yourself out of the game, bro. Just play it out. Yeah, that's the only way.
Yeah,
you heard it here first.
Yeah,
that's why they call this just looking out.
There you go. There you go.
Man, all right. Well, you got any closing statements? Because we almost at our time.
Yeah. Well, no, everything was good.
You good?
I'm
you
good.
All right, bro. So there we go, man. Ayesha Curry.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be all right. You know, you and your twin brother work this out.
Y'all stay together. Stop playing. Just go back home.
Yeah, bro. Work it out, man. You didn't get the career you wanted, but
you got the life that you wanted.
You got the life that you wanted from said career, and probably more. You whatever you was about to do wasn't gonna be worth $500 million. Come on now.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So
no, not at all.
You know, yeah. You and your twin work that out for real.
Yeah.
And then Terry Rozier, keep your head up. Chauncey Billups, keep your head up.
Yeah, it's retirement time.
Yeah, LeBron, get them before they get you, man.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Get out of here before they get you, bro. You squeaky clean right now, man.
Facts.
All right, bro. Sean T.
Saint D.
Lookout crew.
Just looking out.
We done.